again, welcome everyone. Please eat this food, okay? Do not leave a crumb, okay? We want to make sure that everyone has a good time while we're here. And I personally, as 41 years later, thank goodness, we have had a wonderful, wonderful marriage. And this man,
amen,
is special to so many, but also,
oh my goodness. Oh wow.
We have here one particular person, Mr. Raymond Card, who is responsible, as he claims, for the two of us meeting years ago in Pittsburgh.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it's true. He played a pivotal part in the two of us meeting each other that night, because Joe was quiet as a church mouse. He was the outgoing one, so he made sure the rounds were made. So with that, I just want to be able again to tell you that there's so many things that we're celebrating tonight, because this man has had so many things along the way, so many blessings from God, and we are happy to celebrate with all of you these blessings. So the man of the hour here, I'm going to turn this over to let him start us off with the comments that he wants to make, and then we'll have a few others.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Please bear with me for a few minutes. I have just a few things to say, because I'll probably never have this opportunity again. So I do have just...
There's always next year, Joe.
Yeah. But I first would like to, of course, to say give all honor to God, and who has been a constant presence in my life. I want to honor everything that God has done for us. And but I want to say this going forward. Please bear with me a bit. That I fundamentally believe that none of this is about me. I fundamentally believe that it's all about you. I fundamentally believe that God has placed you in our lives, you in my life, to help me follow the path that God has wanted me to take. So actually, this is about honoring all of you that's been in my life for 40, 50 years in some cases, okay? So I want to thank God for allowing you to be in my life and helping to guide my steps, because God has always been a constant presence in my life for a very long time. And often young individuals don't understand how God works in their lives, because they haven't lived long enough and they cannot connect the dots. Okay, but for a person like me, I can always look back and see how God has been guiding my steps, how God has brought people into my life, how God had brought Card into my life. He had one job in life, to introduce me to my wife. Okay? That was his job, okay? That was his job, okay? His job, okay? All right. And but of course, I also want to give honor and thanks to my lovely wife over here.
Yeah.
Lovely wife over here. Lovely wife over here. Lovely wife over here who, I didn't ask anything too much. She simply put everything together, and I thank God for her and everything that she's done for me, and have to put up with me for like many years. But I also just want to say that there is no way that anyone can plan a life, and that is hard to understand. But you can't plan 30 years. You can't plan 20 years. You can't plan 10 years. Okay? It's hard to plan a life. Okay? And as many of you know, I only had one plan. And my one plan was a daily plan. I prayed every day for God to help me wake up every day and give me the strength to walk the path that God has wanted me to walk. Every day, all I did, thank God for letting me get up to walk the path one step at a time. And you allow God to do the rest. Because it's not about me, it's about understanding what God has to give yourself to God and to allow God to guide your steps. You know, I believe that. You know, I also would like to say at this point in time too that many of you did not know my mother, and she would have been so very proud of this of today. You know, I remember when she dropped me off at GMI and she met Raymond Fierce, you know, on that first day. Okay, you know, but and then many years later, when I became the ME department head, you know, she was so proud of that accomplishment, and she would call the office and say, "Is Dr. Berry in? I'm his mother. I mean, can he talk to me?" Or when she would bring the girls up to the school and walk into the office, you know, and with Joan and Trish, say, you know, is Dr. Berry around? I'm his mother. You know, can she talk to me? She was so proud to come up to GMI and to call the office. But I would like to honor her because I've always lived my life according to something that she always said, and something that I hope that all the grandkids understand too. My mother always told me one thing in life, said, honor your mother and your father, and you will be a blessed child of God.
Amen.
And your blessings will be overflowing.
Yes.
And so, you know, I've always believed that, and I've always tried to honor that blessing each and every day. But no one achieves anything all by themselves, you know, and so it is, you know, so many people here that I've interfaced with, but as an example, you know, one person that you may not know about, but who's been a very instrumental part of my, you know, of our growth, is actually my insurance salesman, Bill. Stand up, Bill. Bill, stand up. Stand up, Bill. Yes. Yes. Yes, you know. My insurance salesman and my financial advisor. Yeah, you know, it takes all of us, right, Bill? Yeah, you know, that's true. So
That's funny.
that's funny. But the issue is, you know, you can't plan things in life. You have to allow God to, you know, to guide your steps in life. I want to thank all of the friendships I've made, all of my colleagues at Kettering University, GMI, you know, each one of you had a job to do according to God. Each one of you is placed in my life according to God to do a certain job. And because it's not about me, it's about you. And all of this is God has allowed me to honor you. God has allowed me to honor you. And I firmly believe that has nothing to do with me. It's about honoring God. And God has put, God has allowed me to honor you and everything that you have been able to do to help me walk the path according to the path that God has wanted me to walk. So I want to say thank you to everybody that's here. You know, as you know, I've been in Washington, D.C. for the last year and a half, and honestly, I did not know, how things were going to go. But I had to trust God.
Yes.
And my wife knew, it was a lot of stress about going, but I had to accept the blessing and to accept the fact that God wanted me to go. And I'm pleased to say that by trusting in God, this has been a great year in DC, and I thank God for that. So we're staying another year. I've transitioned from the Senate office to the Department of Energy now, more aligned with my background. And I don't know, I don't know what the next day is going to bring. Some of you also know as well that I'm still following the path that God has set out for me to build a company. I'm still following the path that God has set out for me to build a company over 20 years. Because God would not allow me to stop. Every single time I thought I was through with the company, he said, "No, son, you're not done yet.
That's good.
You're not done yet. You have to take another step." So, and I don't know what next week is going to bring, or next year, or tomorrow. I just have to know I have to get up every day, and follow God's blessings. So,
Amen.
thank you guys for coming. It's been a great ride. It's been a great ride ever since I hired Kareem Nasser as my first employee. It's been a great ride. It's been a great ride.
I knew it was all about me.
But he had a job to do. He had to help me put that first block in place as mechanical engineering. Everyone had a job to do along the path. And I want to thank God for blessing each and every one of you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you guys for everything, and please enjoy the food. We spent good money on the food. So that's all I have to say. I want to thank you, and I pray for all my friends and family each and every day. I pray for friends and family each and every day, because I know it's all about God. It's not about me. It's all about God. So amen. I'm done. So thank you guys.
Yeah.